Cause hello, it's Tyler Tarot in the house. And I'm here to reading today. Sagittarius, hey, hey. Let me plug my microphone in 1 second. Okay, here we go. What is Sagittarius? Let's know what Sagittarius between them and this person they're thinking about and or dealing with in January. Give me the energies between these two from now until the end of January, please. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, you had a very short shuffle. Let's get to it. So what happened in the past between you two? The Empress, the Moon, the King of Cups. So there was love here in the past, but I think the problem here was that somebody wasn't expressing the love. Like, it felt like it had potential to grow, but somebody wasn't expressing their true feelings, or they were being very held back with their emotions. Is what I kind of is. There's going to be a lot of communication between you two in January. Lots of communication coming in. So there was somebody's a water sign or a Taurus or a fire sign is what I got immediately. So there was this lover you had in the past, or there was a love there in the past, or there's love that's showing up in the past. But either you were holding back your feelings from this person or they were holding back from you. I get the moons here. So there was love there, but somebody was not expressing the love, all right, fully, or just not expressing it at all. So I think there was held back emotions, what it keeps telling me. So if it doesn't apply, oh well. So you're going to be communicating with this person. You're the Eight of Wands. I see a lot of communication between you two. Yeah. So if you've been waiting for communication from this person, or if you've been wondering how the communication is going to be, it's going to be pretty good between you two in the month of January. I keep forgetting the month. Yeah, because I see in the past you two stopped communicating. Some of you was a fire sign. So you two stopped communicating in the past, or it was at its lowest. Your communication was very little or not at all in the past. But it's about to pick up in a very, very positive way. Like, I feel like it could make a big turnaround for the rest of January going into February. All right, is what it's emphasizing. Best case scenario, Three of Swords. Why am I feeling that you don't need to entertain it fully? Is this a love triangle, folks? Or does this involve more than just you and another person, or vice versa? Who go either way. That Three of Swords, so your best case scenario is the Three of Swords. There's a need for caution here. Whoever this is applying to, there's a need for some caution here. This person you've been on and off with communication-wise, or that you stopped communicating with, I feel like it's going to pick up communication-wise. Thanks for the super chat, Ruth. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I feel like things are going to pick up between you two communication-wise in January. All right, is what it's telling me. But what I find so strange is that it's almost as if as fast as it starts up, it could stop again. I don't want you to, this could be a warning. I think there's a warning. This is a warning read as opposed to a full on, let me read your future, what I'm saying? Your future 7, how you see yourself's the King of Swords. I see you being ultimately detached, but I see you communicate with them. Six of Wands reversed. I'm going to have to clarify this person more. I'm going to have to. So it's a fellow fire sign. Why is this Eight of Wands here for? Again, I don't know if it says you've been restless. Okay. If you've been, okay, let me put this story out there for the folks in the back. I know I repeat myself a lot. Well, let me keep on repeating. All right. If you, thanks for the $4.99, Caramello, thank you so much. If there was somebody you stopped communicating with in the past and it went cold and you wanted communication from this person again, I'm seeing it happen, basically. Wish fulfilled. Communication is going to start back up. All right. The storyline I'm getting is you had okay, there was this person in your life in the past. This is what I'm getting. Or currently, it could be past or currently. So there's this person in your life, there was a lot of emotions there, but somebody was not being totally vulnerable to the connection, whether it was you not expressing yourself or them. Either you went cold on them or they went cold on you. All right. And the communication stopped. All right. But it's almost as if the communication is going to pick up again. And I think this is someone you've wanted communication from, or you've been wanting it to pick up with. All right. But it's almost as if as soon as it starts up, it goes right back to where it was before. Why is the King of Swords here for? I don't even think you see potential in this, hence why you're the King of Swords. Like you're ultimately detached from it, or you just not that emotionally. You're not trying to be overly emotional or involved in this situation, is what I'm getting. But I feel like this person, you and this person, are going to be communicating in the month of, or for the rest of January. I kind of want to say February and March for some of you. All right. There's still passion there on their behalf. For some of you, they're non-committal, or somebody has issues being committal. That's another issue. I also get a love triangle could be the culprit here, with that Three of Swords being the best case scenario. Why is that Three of Swords here for? The Page of Cups reversed. And the Emperor. Somebody's an Aries or a Taurus or a Pisces. That's what I'm getting, folks. I feel like the second it starts back up, or the second that it picks up, it ends again. And I want to say that it could be because somebody is non-committal and they are kind of player-like, whether this is you, Sagittarius, doing this to someone, or them. I don't like this. How do they view you? How y'all doing? The Hangman. Again, they kind of see your they kind of feel like right now you're all about yourself, or you're focused mostly on you, and they see that you've taken a step back. All right, how do you see them? The Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups reversed. So this is somebody you've had history with, or you feel like they think about you. So Sagittarius, there's somebody that you're aware that hasn't let you go. So you intuitively know that this person, whoever you're thinking about, isn't letting you go. In fact, you may perceive them to be somebody who's stressed about you or still thinks about you. So there's this person from your past that you feel hasn't let you go, because you see them as a Nine of Swords and the World reverse. So you know this person, despite how they act or whatever the case may be, you know they're still holding on to this, or you know they haven't completely let it go. All right, is what it's telling me. But they see you as somebody who's focused mostly on you. All right, they see that you've kind of taken a step back. I don't see them really doing I really don't think that they see you as somebody who's doing a whole lot, basically. All right, is what I get. But you're aware they haven't let you go, is what it's telling me. That's what I get. I get that this person feels like a failure in a sense with this situation. You two will pick back up communication. Where there was none in the past, there will be some. Thanks for the super chat, Catherine. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Why is this Nine of Cups here? Again, I'm getting that some of you have some communication coming in with somebody. But I think that honestly, the issue here is as fast as it starts, it'll end just as fast as it starts back up. I'll guarantee you. Or it will be it's kind of like a false hope type situation, or that's what I'm kind of getting. Somebody really wanted to be with you, or vice versa, you really wanted to be with them, but I think that clearly, I don't see this situation working out. I got to keep it real, all right? I got to keep it real. Okay, let's do singles. What about let's do singles? Okay. The Lovers reverse is what you're doing right now. So I don't see you being that focused on connecting with people. Your main priority is releasing binds from your past, and you're doing a good job at it because it seems like it's happening for you. Why is it all happening? The Judgment card. You may have recently tried to give something a second chance, or at least you thought about giving something a second chance. But it's like right now you're in reality, and you're basically just focused on getting yourself out of something, or basically releasing past binds, which is great. How you see yourself. The Nine of Pentacles. So you see yourself as somebody who's single and independent. You may be very career focused, maybe focused on the tangible things coming towards you. Okay, and your emotions, Hangman reverse. You're focused on getting out of things. You know what I kind of feel like? I feel like for some of you, your main priority right now is releasing past binds, which is great. It feels good to be able to say that to a singles read, because most of them it's like stuck on this, stuck on that. But your main priority is like releasing past binds, singles, past situations, which is great. And I think for some of you, there's somebody that still checks in on you from time to time, or you may check in on them from time to time. But for the most part, I think that's what's the Seven of Cups reverser for? Yeah, I'm not seeing the best of options come in for you in love, quite frankly. All right. I don't see any really good, any viable option. I don't know the word for it, but I kind of feel like right now because you see yourself the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So you're moving on from things. You're focused on being single, independent, and moving on. That's what I get. And your money. Nine of Pentacles is my money card too. Some of you may find that your money, your job or your career is in better standing than your emotional or love life. Just saying. All right. Why is this Lovers reverse for? And the Ten of Swords reverse. Yeah. See, it's all about you getting over something. You're releasing all that stuff. I see you getting over the past entirely. Like, I don't even see you being that stuck on anybody. Like, those things are like basically, old news at this point. All right. You may have been open to the idea of a second chance for whoever this is, or at least you pondered it at some point. Some of you actually had a chance to have a second chance. But I think for the most part, you're just kind of like, getting out of situations and just being a single woman or a single man, basically. All right. Not the best options coming in as of right now, but hold tight. All right. Just saying. That's not saying it's not coming in at all. I'm just saying. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right, all the way from Aries to Pisces, what can you tell me? Well, thank you, Chelsea, for the feedback. At least somebody got a message out of it. If you're doing an Aries, they want a second chance. I'm seeing you two possibly will have a second chance. The Taurus, let me clarify that. The Taurus wants to move forward with you. They either had to release something, or they had to release, they had to get out of their head before they could really make this happen with you. I don't know if they had to, I got two stories with a Taurus. Some of you, they had to release someone to be with you, and for some of you, they had to release they had to get out of their head to be with you. Like, they were really in their head about it, but they're ready to move forward with you, all right? Whatever that means to you. We're dealing with a Gemini. It says they're taking a step back and focusing on their work. They have a low-key obsession with you. The Cancer, basically, they're being very non-communicative with you, and are kind of like trying to end this and get happy again. So they felt very unhappy. If you're dealing with a Virgo, why am I on Virgo? If you're doing a Leo, if you're doing a Leo, basically, they're hiding their feelings, or they're keeping their feelings to themselves. I don't see you getting much out of them, so that's not going to grow, basically, unfortunately, due to their detachment. Or yours, could go either way. If you're dealing with a Virgo, it says they're kind of detached and cold right now, and they're very indecisive. They have a decision to make they're at a crossroads, whether to stick around in this or cut this out. So they're kind of, that could go either way, really. That's free will energy. If you're doing a Libra, since they've moved on, they've felt more successful and happier. Whatever that may mean to you. What are their actions toward myself? They're very stubborn. They're focused on getting attention, or they may be getting attention from others. And it says they're trying to release this and get out. How was their actions toward them? They're just going to hold back from you is what it keeps talking about. And I feel like they're mostly focused on getting attention, or kind of doing their own thing is what I kind of get, all right? What sign am I doing? All right, Scorpio. You will reunite with a Scorpio, or come together with a Scorpio. I think it'll also be revealed that there was more people involved than you thought, or you already know that, or there could be more deception that comes to the forefront between you and a Scorpio. All right, so if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, it says that I see a new Sagittarius coming in. There's a new Sagittarius coming into your life, a brand new one. I did do a Cancer. I see a commitment with a Sagittarius happening, all right? I do see a commitment with a Sagittarius happening, all right? Some of it's a new Sagittarius, but I want to say for some of you, it could be a reconnection, or somebody already, a Sagittarius you're dealing with, that there could be a commitment with. I'm just saying. We're dealing with a Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, it says they're kind of being calm, cool, and collected right now, somewhat emotionally unavailable, all right? They may have issue with you. Let's see. They're very dramatic, or they're very conflicted. They're taking their time. I see it being very stagnant due to their conflicted behavior, or their conflicted emotions, all right? They're very closed off. I feel like you two had a lot of drama going on, or there could be more drama between you two. I feel like you need to hold back from that person, or they need to hold back from you. The Aquarius, I do see them being withdrawn and non-communicative. You may feel like at some point they've dropped you as well. But I feel like at some point they'll come back around to you in whatever form that may mean. The Pisces, I see a new Pisces. The Pisces misses you and wants to start this again with you. They're not done with you, basically. They think they're over you, but they go from being over you to missing you. but they hold a lot back. It's hard to budge them. That's what I kind of get. But you too, I see a new Pisces coming into your life as well. But there's an old one that wants us to begin again or restart or refresh the situation. But they kind of miss you. But one minute they think they're over you, then they start missing you again. It's like this very conflicted bipolar energy is what I get. All right. So with that being said, my synopsis for you is this. I think there's a person that you, whether it be recently or in the past, that you stopped speaking to. It either went dead between you two or it went cold between you two. And I think what's going to happen is there's going to be communication between you and this person. I don't know who initiates it. I just know that there's going to be communication between you two. I'm warning you, this is a warning read, I feel intuitively. I'm warning you, you need to really just handle this situation. When it happens, the communication or whatever it is, whenever it happens, you need to tread lightly. You need to not take it so seriously. You need to don't see the end all be all with this, because I feel like as fast as it starts back up, it goes cold again. All right. And I feel like for some of you, either you're the non-committal one or they are. And I think that there's non-committal behavior. All right. Could be a love triangle with that Three of Swords being, I didn't like that being the best case scenario. So be aware of that. All right. And with that being said, you all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Sorry if it was so all over the place. I really don't mean to confuse folks. All right, I try my best. Y'all have a good one.